phony, fake, stunting, flogging, faking it is how someone expressed their feelings towards others on social media who they did not like listening to because they felt like they were not genuine. They really hadn't been through nothing, but had the audacity to be on social media trying to teach something. Now, me, I am a life trauma coach. Coach Kim, Coach K, whichever one you prefer. But I am genuine. I turned my pain into purpose. God spoke to me and let me know, revealed to me that I did not go through everything I went through in vain, and that it would be a powerful tool for me to help others heal from their pain. So let me set the tone for you and tell you my story of how I turned my pain into purpose, why I do what I do, why I love what I do, and to let you know, to express to you all that I love people, no matter their flaws, what they've been through. I don't judge others. I forgive. I have empathy. I have sympathy. I just love people. And I want to see everyone have joy, love, and peace in their life and live their life more abundantly. Again, my name is Coach K or Coach Kim, like I said, whichever one you prefer. So, I was born in 79 in Beloit, Wisconsin, to Bay and Bebe. My mother was 26. My father was 46. Yes, they call me the old man's baby. I'm the youngest of 5. Above me, I have my brother Emery. We share the same mother and father. Then I have my brothers Bo and James. They have a different father. Then I have my oldest, which is my sister, Janine, and she's old enough to be my mother. So now that you have that, let's get on with the story. About 5 or 6 years old, my mother and father decided to get a divorce, and I can vividly remember me being ripped from my mother's arms. Her and my father were into it. By that time, he was dating my stepmother named Snow. And all I remember is looking out the back window, crying as my mother chased the car, won her baby girl, her only girl. And I cried. And that was the first time I felt pain, and I became damaged, but didn't even know because I was too young to understand what was going on at the time. It was real rocky. My stepmother and my mama stayed into it. My mama beat Snow up a couple times. My daddy had to intervene to stop my mama from whooping Snow a couple times. And I had weekend visitations with my mother. During that time, I witnessed drug abuse, alcohol abuse, but I also witnessed the good vibes and the partying that our parents did. The black family, the old school records playing, the smiles, the spades, the dominoes. Yes, it was a time. And I remember my mother putting me down on my knees, teaching me the Our Father prayer, something I never forgot. I also remember my mother putting me in the tub, telling me that white bitch didn't know how to be clean, and she was going to teach me how to wash my body thoroughly. And that's when I learned how to properly take care of my hygiene. Beautiful memories and also painful memories, because I always had to go back to where I lived at with my daddy and my stepmama. Now, my daddy liked to drink on the weekends when he was done working during the week, smoke his little joints, listen to the 8-track. It was parties with the family and friends coming over. It was a nice time, but then it was also a dark time, because my stepmama was an alcoholic who drank every day, and she even indulged in drugs from time to time. Now, by her and my mama hating each other, my stepmama used to find the smallest things to be mean to me about, to beat me with a thick wooden paddle, call me fat asses, put me on Slim Fast, telling me I'm going to lose weight. She used to show out when she got drunk, and my daddy would beat her ass, and he would beat her bad. He jumped on her head with them thick sole old school boots. He beat her with what you call them thick black water holes. I remember one time he rolled up a floor mat out of his car on a pricky part and whooped her ass. He done threw her down the basement steps. When I tell you, I witnessed it all. And I remember one time she was so mad, she pulled a butcher knife on me, my daddy, and my brother. And said, come on, you nigga bitches. I'm going to kill y'all tonight. And my daddy was not playing. He grabbed a towel and rushed her. And he got that knife from her and went on and knocked her on down the stairs. She came up in the morning, got dressed, and went on about her day. I go downstairs to play after I got up and got myself together as a little child. She had ripped my doll's head off the body. I was crying to my daddy. He went and bought me a new one. So with all that going on and me witnessing all of that, one night my daddy decided we was going to one of him and my stepmama's mutual friend's house to get drunk. And they had teenage kids whom my daddy sent me down the basement to be around while they party, played spades, got drunk. I'm so mad at my stepmama because she had just got done calling me fat asses and talking about my mama so bad. They was like, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with you, Kim? I said, I hate that white bitch. That's exactly what I said. And they was like, girl, fuck her. We got something for you. This is when I became an addict at the age of 12. They gave me a shot of gin, bumpy face, y'all know what we call it. They gave me a cigarette, lit it up, showed me how to smoke it. And they fired up a joint and showed me how to smoke that too. I felt so good, and all the pain that I was enduring had immediately went away. I immediately became an addict of alcohol, weed, and cigarettes. Now, after that point, I learned how to hide my addiction. I made sure I kept good grades in school. My daddy gave me an allowance for it. And every weekend, he let me go be around family. And when my older cousins found out, they made me drink around them. And they went and got my drink for me. And I ain't mad at them. They already knew what I was doing. And they felt like it was safer to do it around them, so nobody wasn't slipping me no Mickeys or doing nothing bad to me physically, sexually, or anything like that. Now, me being 12, 13, 14, I think I'm grown. I'm staying drunk to numb the pain. Got my little boyfriends here and there, but I met my first love. And that's the one I wanted to take my virginity. And he did. It wasn't a nice time because he was 2 years older than me and more experienced. It was painful. It wasn't loving. But he wasn't an abuser either. You understand what I'm saying? If that makes sense to you. He just was older. I wasn't experienced, and he had his experience with older women. So he showed me the ropes and went on about his business. Yes, I was hurt because he was my boyfriend for a while. But since I didn't have the experience he was looking for, we didn't stay together. But I still called him my first love. Mind you, I stayed drunk because I wanted to numb the pain. So my other little boyfriends, I wasn't having sex with them. They just was my little boyfriends because they was cute. We kissed here and there. Then I ran into one who started kissing on me and slapping me when I wouldn't kiss him. So that was my first abusive relationship at like the age 13, 14. Like, wow, this what I see at home. This what it is. But I got away from him because something inside of me said, run for my life. And I did. And I wish I would have kept doing that, but I didn't. As I got older, well, still in my younger teens, I experimented with sex with another guy. That wasn't it because it wasn't my first love. Huh. Yeah. By the age of 15, I had a boyfriend. Became real close with his mother. Still close with her and his brother to today. Loved him dearly. Yeah. And he wasn't a move, you know what I'm saying? He was putting his hands on me. Cheated on me with my cousin. Caught them together. And I just gave up. I was like, you know what? I'm going to close my legs. I don't want no boyfriend. I just want to let my body self-cleanse. Get with God, who had never left my soul. But I wasn't listening. I was being real hard-headed. Yeah. I said that. A few months later, one of my best friends, I called my sisters, like, come on, we finna go. We finna take this ride with these guys, you know what I'm saying? They got money, you know what I'm saying? We finna kick it, get some money, get some drinks. We'll just sit back. Oh, what I go with her for? Love her. Don't blame her for nothing. But oh, when I went with her, I came home pregnant. Ha! Had my first beautiful blessing at the age of 16. My baby girl. My baby girl. And that was just like my true first love, right? And I was just had all these plans for us to be the best of friends, you know, keep her dialed up, you know, do everything with her. I had all these plans. It started out that way. But when she was about 1 year old, I met my son's father, Sook. And he treated me like a princess. He spoiled me. Anything I wanted, he got it. Catered to me. Got me anything I wanted for my daughter. Just was treating me like a princess. And guess what? He was my first orgasm at the age of 17. After that, we had our fun. We did a lot of drinking. I dropped out of high school. But I ended up going back the following year and getting my diploma. But yeah, I dropped out of high school for half a year. Yeah, he used to pin me down. So when my ride got there to go to school, I wouldn't go out because he pinned me down because he wanted me to be with him all day, every day. Me, him, and my daughter. So, jumped to one night. You know, we walking and we decide on which way we finna go. I'm kind of got a smart mouth, you know, a little tough attitude. Got that from my daddy and my mama. And hell, my stepmama too. And I'm getting slick at the mouth. Before I know it, he slapped my face so hard, it stung. First time I experienced real physical abuse like I seen in my home. I was like, wow. I just cried and held my face. He immediately started apologizing. I'm sorry. I ain't going to do it again. I believed him. And I also was broken, damaged, and lost within because of all I had experienced and endured. And something I failed to mention to tell y'all, I was sexually assaulted at 12 years old by a family friend's son, who I thought was my friend, but he turned the tables on me. All is forgiven there too. And everybody I'm telling y'all about, I need y'all to be very clear. I'm 44 years old now. All has been forgiven. I have had tough conversations with these people, or I just let it go and just heal by the grace of God and God healing me. But forgiveness is one of my top priorities because I hurt a lot of people along my journey in life. I crossed a lot of people. I beat people up. I did a lot of things to hurt others too. And forgiveness is needed for all of us because none of us are perfect and we all mess up. But yeah, back to my baby daddy Sook, who was my ex-husband also along the way, I stayed. And a lot of people wonder, why do you stay in a relationship when somebody beating you? I'm talking about my family want to tear him up. I was like, no, I'm not going to leave him alone. I don't want y'all in jail. I don't want y'all to hurt him because I'm not going to leave him alone. It's no need for y'all to waste y'all time or mess up y'all freedom or anything when I'm not going to leave him alone. And you can't understand why somebody stays in that type of relationship if you haven't been there. You dwell on the good times. You have a soul tie, a toxic soul tie to the bedroom because the sex is so good. And when a man gives you their first orgasm, you release emotional endorphins from your body, and it really ties you to that man. Something some people might not know. So I stayed in it, me and him, 15 years on and off. I would break up with him, recycle one of my old boyfriends, and try to get him off my mind. That didn't work. So y'all already know the saying, to get over one man is get up under another. Total lie. You know what I'm saying? It's a funny quote, but it's so unreal. It really is. Because I always went back to him, chasing that first high like dope addicts do. Like dope addicts told me they did when I used to sell drugs. They chasing that first high. And that's what you doing when a man gives you that first orgasm. You chasing that first high. So we went back and forth, back and forth. I'm talking about we had fights like you would never think I would come out of or be alive from. He choked me so bad one night, I went unconscious. I thought I was finna die. And it was so crazy because it was right across the street from my daddy's house, at a house he was staying at, so he could be that close to me and watch me. He choked me so hard. All I could think was, Lord, please don't let me die and my daddy have to come find my body across the street from his home where he couldn't protect his baby girl. God heard my cry and heard my prayer, and Sook got up off of me. And he dragged me in the house and rubbed my body until I fell asleep while he apologized. When I wasn't in his presence and I was with my homegirls and I came back, he didn't care if it was broad daylight. He was unzipping my pants and smelling my vajayjay to see if I smelled like sex. He was possessive, jealous, didn't want me talking to boys I went to school with. He ain't like them speaking to me. Hell, he didn't even want me around my family too long. I used to, my brother picked me up so we can go smoke a blunt. He have an attitude about that. And I seen it and knew it, but he ain't say too much because he already knew what it was. You understand me? I'm talking about I done been put through a screen door. I done had both my eyes blacked. I done been dragged through the snow by my hair. I done had my hair pulled out. I done had my face scratched up because he dug his nails up in my face. And I just got to one day where I just started fighting back. I was over it. I said, okay, this what we doing? Let's get it on. And I stayed now because I'm protecting myself. So now I want to stay, even though I want to leave. You know how you got that devil and that angel both talking to you? The devil was winning because I was broken, toxic, lost, and I was an addict. I stayed drunk. I stayed high. It numbed the pain. My daughter had plenty of babysitters in the family friends, because I didn't want her to see what her mama was going through. I promise you I didn't. I kept her with a babysitter. I fed her. I made sure she was cute. I made sure she had clean clothes. I made sure her hair was done. But my daughter stayed with family and friends so she didn't have to see and know what her mama was going through. It was at the point where me and Sook was sleeping in vans and spending out of people's houses because he just wanted me to be with him all the time, every day, all day. You understand me? And as a child, I had lived in Chicago back and forth with my granddaddy and my oldest sister. And so when I got older and got with Sook, we moved to Chicago together. And so he really had me then. I didn't even go around my family in Chicago like that because he had me pinned down with him. And I'm talking about I got to the point where I was hitting him. I hit him over his head with a tire iron. I busted his head with a iron that you iron your clothes with. I started digging and scratching the skin off his face. Yeah, I was fighting back because I was over it. And when I was pregnant with my son, by him at the age of 21, which I had my son right before I turned 22, we had a bad fight one night. That's when I busted his head with that iron. He picked me up by my neck, slammed me on that ground, probably shook something loose in me and my baby. Because today, my son has decided to take the life of a trans. And he's proud of it. I love my child. I don't agree with all his decisions, but I love my child, and I'm going to be there for him, period. And if anybody come for him, they got to answer to the mama. Same way with my daughter. But they both are happy, living well, feeling good about themselves, and they have joy and peace and much love. So I'm happy that they're happy, and that brings me joy. So, yeah, back to Sook. About 15 years after the divorce, I just was over it. I was over it. And I divorced him after 6 months of marriage because he got it together. We got married, and he fucked up again. And then I was done. Divorced. I woke up one day. He was like, why you just laying there with your eyes open? I said, you know what? Kiss your kids on the way out the door and let them know that you love them and thank them because they're the only reason you still breathing. You lay next to me every night peacefully like it's okay when I could have just been done took your life in your sleep for all the pain and everything you done put me through. So after I told Sook that, he went on and got his stuff and left. I took some time to be alone, and during my loneliness, I was feeling the urge to want somebody. And one night, my cousin took me to a birthday party to meet another cousin I had never met. Now, this on my mama's side of the family. Got there, met this chocolate, handsome, low-fade, bearded man named Blue. Oh, what I meet him for? I'm talking about had that swag, could two-step with the best of them. He was attracted to me. I was attracted to him. We kicked it for about 2 weeks. We was in the bed together. Second best sex I ever had. Here we go again. He put on the charm. And then I started seeing the true colors. Somebody who couldn't handle their liquor. And boy, when I tell you, it used to be a mess. And see, now I'm already in defense mode from my relationship with Sook. And Blue was verbally abusive. And I knock your ass out and bitch, you ain't shit and woo this. And I'm talking about every name but the child of God. And you know, I had a mouthpiece too, so he was every name but the child of God. And his words cut so deep that I used to swing at him. I swung a shovel at him. I done grabbed on him and he done pushed me. I done went through a glass table. He done knocked me down, tried to stomp my head with his boots on. His daddy caught him and snatched him like, man, you don't do that to no woman. Because Blue wasn't no woman beater. You know what I'm saying? But by him verbally abusing me, I wanted him to feel my pain that he was causing. So since he was so nonchalant and one of those who didn't let words really affect him, you know what I'm saying, I went for him physically, you know. And then it got to the point where it was so bad where he was, at this point, you know, my mama and daddy dead. They died in 2005, 2006, you know what I'm saying? So I went through that too. So, you know, you verbally abusing and being disrespectful towards my dead parents, me, my kids. I'm talking about I picked up knives and I played dartboard with them. Like, what we doing here? I also played dartboard with Sook too. Caught him in the stomach one time. Like, what we doing here though, Blue? You just being disrespectful. I'm talking about he was so disrespectful when it came to my parents that his daddy got at him again. Like, man, we don't do that. What is you doing? You allowing this liquor to just take over. Woo woo. His mom even slapped him like, boy, your mouth, you know. So, you know what I'm saying? I had his family on my side too, which made me stay with him too. Cause you know what I'm saying? They love me like I was their child, like I was really their daughter-in-law. You know what I'm saying? His sister, rest in peace, loved me like I was her sister. You know what I'm saying? So, and then his sister that's still alive loves me like I'm her sister. I love his family. You know what I'm saying? So that kept me with him longer too. You know what I'm saying? So we had our tumultuous relationship, you know what I'm saying? And the verbal threats was something serious, you know? But hey, I still stuck it out, still staying there. We did 13 years on and off. You know what I'm saying? He ran back and forth between me and his baby mama. She wanted to win him over, but ultimately I won him. But hell, what was I winning? I was losing. Hello. Still broken, toxic, and lost. Hello. So when I reached my 40s, when I turned 40, I was like, you know what? This just ain't right. And I just got to come out of this. What is it going to take? I started talking to God. Me and Blue was still together. He still wasn't doing right. He wasn't cheating on me no more. He was only with me at that point physically and sexually. But at the end of the day, all of a sudden, now you done got your shit together. Now, you know what I'm saying? I done helped you get a job. Now you making money. Now you arrogant. Now you talking to people like they beneath you because they ain't making as much money as you. You getting drunker and you're drinking more and you're spending more money on your drunkenness. And you know what I'm saying? You stunting and flogging like you really doing big things when you still broken and lost and damaged too. You know what I'm saying? So like, and I'm looking at him sideways, like, you know what I'm saying? When it's time to pay the bills, you got an attitude with how much the bills is. But if I say liquor store and some food, you on point with that. You ready. You know what I'm saying? You ready. So like your priorities are messed up. You're not the man that I want you to be. You're not a good man to me. I'm not being good to myself, so I'm not being good to him. So it was just a toxic, broken relationship. It got to the point where my kids now, they're older. They at the point where they ready to jump on with me. They mad as hell, like, Blue, you know what I'm saying? So now they don't even want to be around me. They don't want to be in the house with me. You know, they's like, Mom, what is going on? What is the problem? And they're not really, they understand, but they don't. Because you got to be the person that stands up for yourself and say, you know what, enough is enough. I got to go. Eventually, I was over it. I just woke up. I had that light came on. God was on my neck and I was on my neck. And at that point, God was like, you know what? It's time to turn your pain into purpose. It's time for you to be alone. It's time for you to heal. It's time for you to be God was just speaking to me. And one day, you know what I'm saying, you can't just put people out. So I went and got a restraining order. I told the judge some of the things he had done. And hey, the judge granted it. I went back to that house. I said, look, I'm going to give you a ride somewhere. Because he didn't even have a vehicle. You know what I'm saying? I'm giving you rides everywhere. I'm doing so much for him. I was his chauffeur, his cook, his laundromat, his financier, you know what I'm saying? What you want to call, you know, I was all of that, you know, his banker, his confidant, his mother, his woman. I was all of that to him. All he did was go to work and drink and sex me good. So, yeah, I was like, you know what? It's a wrap. And I told him, you know what, I'll give you a ride to the closest place where you can pay to stay somewhere, but you got to go because if not, the police going to come get you up out of here. And so he, you know what I'm saying, he was like, okay, why you doing this? Why I don't want to talk about it no more. I've been talking to you. You haven't been listening. Now it's action time. It's time for me to love me and do right by me and do right by God and get myself together. So I did the self-healing, the self-work. And mind you, throughout my life, I experimented with a lot. You know what I'm saying? I was hurt a lot. I experienced a lot and I experimented. You know, when I was a kid, I was called fat asses, Miss Piggies, oink, oink. Even by some of my cousins that I love dearly, that was my age, that I just loved being around. They even used to talk about me mean. And when I come back for them, I had them crying. They telling on me. I'm getting my ass beat with the wooden paddle by my stepmom because they snitching on me. And I'm like, what the hell? They don't get in trouble for starting it, for saying something to me first. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I went through all of that. You know what I'm saying? Being bullied. I turned around and bullied people because I was bullied. You know what I'm saying? I was a walking alcoholic. I done tried it all. I done drank it all. The Gold Rush, the Night Train, the Cisco, the Wild Irish Rose, the MGDs, the gins, the vodkas, I done tried it. I done tried damn near every drink on the shelf, from the bottom shelf to the top shelf. I experimented with an orgy. I experimented with a threesome. I experimented with girl-on-girl action. All that shit disgusted me. I was disgusted with myself, and God was condemning my spirit. Like, what is you doing? Like, I really was not in touch with my morals, my values, or nothing. But when I woke up and I was done with Blue, I picked my morals and values back up off that ground. Nah, don't let me lie to y'all. Because after I let him go, me and him still was in that bed for another year. Then I cut him off. And that's when I picked my morals up, my values up, my integrity. And I liked being alone. It was okay. I didn't feel lonely. I wasn't thirsty for a man. I didn't have that urge. I even fought the feeling of wanting to have sex to the point where it didn't even matter no more. Like, I wasn't even thirsty. I wasn't trying to hook up with nobody. None of that. And I've been single since then, working on me, healing. And something else I want y'all to know is that my stepmother, Snow, up until when she died a few years ago, played a major part in me and my kids' life, my brother Emery, his kids' life. She was an amazing, beautiful person, a beautiful soul. She had found her healing. She had found her peace. We had a long conversation about my upbringing, and she was hurt that she hurt me because she didn't understand that she was hurting me. But see, me understanding where my parents come from, where my stepmama came from, I don't hold nothing against them. And that's something we have to understand with our parents. We have to understand their journey, because my father came up tough, but not abused. My mother was severely abused by her father, my granddaddy, to the point where he hit her upside her head with a 2x4 and knocked some screws loose in my mama's head. Because my mama ultimately became a drug addict. She had a nervous breakdown. She had postpartum depression after me. She was in a mental institution until the day she died. I spent a joyous, beautiful moment with her, the day before I got the call that she died. And my stepmother, she had a tumultuous background too. She was beaten, abused, by her ex-boyfriends. Her daddy was a little brutal, So, you got to understand where people come from and their paths and stuff like that, And so with all of that being said, I love everyone. I've forgiven everyone. And I'm really here to help other people get to that place. Get to that place of healing and forgiveness, and understand that people are not hurting you because they just want to hurt you. Hurt people. Lost people will lose you. Damaged people will damage you. It's just how it goes. It's the walk of life. And so forgiveness is needed to help you move forward in life. Forgiveness is needed to help you heal. Forgiveness is needed to clear your mind, to get rid of that depression, that stress. Holding on to things you cannot fix or change will destroy you for good. It will destroy your life. And I need y'all to get this. I need y'all to understand this. And this is what I'm here for. This is what I'm here to coach you through. This is what I'm here for, to give you the tools that will help you to get past what you're going through, what you're suffering from, what you're hiding from, what you're ashamed to share. I need you all to get this, because, see, this is so detrimental to our life. We only get one life. And I need that one life to be good. Even with everything that's thrown towards you, everything that comes against you, I need you to still be good. And that's what I'm here to do, help you be good. I have the sympathy and the empathy. I have the heart. I've never given up on love, no matter how bad I was hurt and damaged. I've never given up on love. And I need y'all to get this. I need y'all to want this as bad as I wanted it after I came out of what I came out of. I need y'all to get it. I want y'all to get it because y'all deserve, any of y'all, all of y'all deserve joy, peace, happiness in your life. You deserve to be successful and conquer your goals and your be motivated and inspired to do what you feel like you're supposed to be doing. What's your purpose? To tap into your purpose. I need y'all to get all of this. All of it. I love y'all and I'm here for y'all. And if y'all want any coaching from me, please reach out. My information is in my bio. I'm here for y'all. And I will answer my phone. I return emails. I return phone calls. And I put my pain into my 2 books. True to the Pain, Part 1 and Part 2. Those are available on Amazon if you would ever like to read them. They are available on Amazon. And also, I'm working on Part 3, where it's going to tell you the end of the journey of the last relationship, the pain, and how I came out of it, where I'm at today. And I just need y'all to understand and know all of that, because I've been through so much. So much. I probably forgot to tell you some things. I don't even, I was sexually assaulted twice at 19, drunk, still numbing that pain. I've been homeless. I've been broke. I've been all of that. I've been through so much, but I learned to love myself. And I'm here to help you all genuinely love yourself first. Because if you don't love yourself first, you cannot give the proper love to anyone else, including your children, including your family, including people that you are very close to and that you want to show love to. You can love them, but your actions ain't going to follow if you're damaged. And it's okay. But it's not okay to stay in it. It's okay to learn how to come out of it. And so again, I tell y'all, I'm here for y'all. If y'all ever want to reach out, if y'all ever want coaching, Coach Kim is here for you. Again, love yourself first. And please remember to like, subscribe, and share. I'm signing off. Until next time.